everyone, welcome back to my 10 Tags of Halloween video series, and this is tip number 9. What we're going to be doing today is making these metallic flowers that I used on this tag. Now on this tag I used bronze, but we're going to try silver just to see how that works. What you require to make this is a paper flower, some Tim Holtz Distress ink, some Tim Holtz alcohol ink, Versamark, an applicator, some silver embossing powder, a heat tool, and some water. Now the first thing you're going to do is take your paper flower and take your distress ink, and we're just going to push our paper flower down into the distress ink, making sure it gets inked up pretty well. Now if you miss the odd spot, it's not the end of the world with this technique. Now give it a spritz of water. And the beautiful thing about Tim Holtz Distress inks is they react really well with water. And you can see all the ink has moved around and my whole flower is covered. Now take your heat tool, and this is going to be noisy, and dry your flower. Okay, my flower's dry. So now we're going to take the Versamark and we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did for the first step with the color. Push it all in. Now here again, you don't have to be too particular. It is sort of important though that you get close to the edges done. Okay, I think that's covered pretty well. Now we're going to take our silver embossing powder and we're going to sprinkle it on. Try to pick up your flower without taking too much of the embossing powder off. And we're set to emboss. Okay, ready for the noise again. Okay, it's all embossed. All the embossing powder is melted. It's going to be just a little bit hot, so just let it sit for a second. Now you're going to take your applicator and the alcohol ink. Now I chose green to make it look a little bit antiqued and aged. And you're going to take and put some, maybe squirt for a second, 2 seconds, into your applicator. And then all you're going to do is dab. I don't know if you can see that, but that looks like it's aged. The reason you put the blue ink on first was in case you didn't get it all covered with embossing powder, you wanted to have that blue show through. But the green is more of an aged or a patinaed kind of look. Now just give it a quick shot with your heat tool. Very quick. And there you have a very worn, aged looking flower. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take our piercer and this little die cut, or this little punch out that I cut. Stab the center of your flower. Stab your big flower. Take some kind of brad or button or whatever it is you want. I'm just going to grab a brad here. Oh, this one seems to be stubborn. Oh, there we go. Push it through. Open your brad. And there you have a pretty tarnished silver flower. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you again later.